Hi everyone, welcome back. Finally, we have a new episode. This Supernova Solution, they will be compared with Supernova Stride and also Supernova Rise. And we have the chance to see some footage of the Adizero Adios 8. Let's start with the unboxing. Feel free to pause the video every time you need. This particular model runs a bit small, so I do recommend sizing up half size. I didn't do it in this video because I wanted to see exactly how they are, if they are too small or they are correct. Probably somebody had it before me because I don't see the branded protective paper as Supernova Stride and Rise had it. Here we can see both of them, but we start with the left foot. If you care about cushion, you should pay attention to this part. As you can tell, the internal stack is exactly the same as seen in Stride and Rise, or almost the same, or 1 or 2 millimeters. And they have minor cosmetic differences. Right from the beginning, I will say that having them in my feet in comparison with the other two was a big challenge to see the difference in between them. The amount of cushion and also the stability and everything was extremely similar. So in a blind test, I don't think I will be able to see which one is which one. Probably outdoors it will be a bigger difference, but indoors it's extremely hard to decide which one is the better, if it's a better one. We can see here the outsole. I'm not a huge fan because it's too much exposed foam for my taste. I know being lightweight is important and I do care about that, but not as much as durability, safety, grip and value for money. And I'm saying all this because I can understand that they want to reduce weight, but I don't understand how you take the rubber from the outsole, but at the same time you leave more external foam in that midsole than it is inside, like you are doing it only for showing off. Inside you have maybe half of it, and that for me doesn't make sense if you want to reduce weight. That is the debate. So that excuse doesn't work for me because I have a common sense. We used to have better sneakers in the past, so I cannot forget those because these ones are newer. They are trying, all the brands, they are trying to say that they are doing this because they want to reduce the CO2 emissions. Well, if you want to do that, you don't make sneakers without outsoles because those will fall apart extremely quickly and you will have to pay for more sneakers, so eventually you're gonna have to make more sneakers. So you are basically creating more CO2 emissions, but you also make more money. Yeah, I can understand that part. Unfortunately, the ignorance is a bliss, and yeah, there aren't too many that are speaking about these issues, not enough. But at least I'm happy that I'm seeing these sneakers all the time on sale, because they don't deserve something else. The only problem remains that the planet will be more polluted than before because we are this egoist and ignorant to let it happen. We don't do anything to avoid these things, we just allow it for some reason. It's enough these days to find few YouTubers that are well known, or any public figure for that matter. You just pay them well and they will say everything you want to hear. There are so many commercials, some of them are hidden. The most of them are here in YouTube or other platforms. They are doing exactly the same, all of them. They just are getting paid and they are saying these things till they started to believe it in the end. Although it's just crap, in the end. Of course, I would like to be more positive in my videos, but we have to see the truth, stop ignoring that truth. They can cut from that rubber outsole, but they cannot cut from that external midsole that is oversized. Where is the sense in that? The only purpose that oversized foam is to fool more people, because many of us are buying online. We see that piece of big midsole, 45 millimeters, is quite a bit. You get them out from the box and they aren't. I mean, in the back they have 45 on the exterior. Internal they have 27, but in front they have 25, and internal they have 17. I mean, they don't have 20 millimeters of midsole inside, under the toe box without the insole. The insole seems to be good enough. They have 5 millimeters, that's okay. That thickness is one of the best seen in Adidas. In the midfoot, the padding seems to be right on point. I like the thickness that it has, not too much. The cage also has around 1 millimeter or so it's at the limit for me. Slimmer would have been a problem for durability. We can see the right foot because we want to see if the quality is consistent or not. To be fair, I didn't see any problems with these sneakers. These are the attached labels. Feel free to pause the video if you need. In the shot we can see the weakest point of these sneakers, and it's right here in front of that toe box. They don't have rubber. I would love to see that soft foam, how it will look after 2 runs. This is the reason that I keep saying value for money. These things, they shouldn't be this way, this is not normal. There is a reason that we used to use the rubber in our outsoles for over 80 years now. I don't want to have sneakers that only last more than 2 or 3 weeks, that is not what I want to see in the future. And this is the future that we see happening right now. Anyway, here is the upper. I really like it, this upper. It does remind me of 1080 version 9 from New Balance. Honestly, I wish they were having a bit more weight and better outsoles. Check this part, please, with attention. In this shot I'm trying to show you how they fit to these insoles my feet. I feel that they are a bit smaller than they should be for my size, so I should have had size it up for this model. I didn't because I wanted to be sure that what is written on the Adidas webpage is correct. You should go half size up. About these laces, I didn't like them very much, honestly. In the shot we have a better view of this upper and also the instep area, tongue, and a better view of this interior. In this shot I'm trying to show you how breathable they are. You can tell the light is coming out from those holes, so they really feel breathable, these ones. In this shot I'm trying to show you exactly how much of that external midsole you will find inside. So what you see here is what you get inside, without the insole. As you can tell in the back, half of it, that heel, is basically only on the exterior, because inside you don't get that. It's just on the exterior, and I bet that big midsole will make many people to buy these sneakers. The rigidity on these sneakers is nothing special, but it's good enough. the rigidity on this Supernova Stride is little bit better, not much, but a bit more. These ones, the Rise, they are very similar with the Solution, so they are about the same. They do get wet, these ones. I usually show this part because I know that not all of you have the same feet like I have, so you should know what kind of feet I have, you know. I don't have flat feet, obviously. This is medium high arch, so they might not fit the same for you if you don't have the same kind of feet that I have, you know. The tongue seems to be wide enough for my feet in this model, so I do like it this way. Because they are models where my instep is not 100% covered with that tongue, so that's why I'm specified this thing. Having them for few seconds in my feet, I can tell that they are half size smaller than they should. After checking that midsole for a few seconds, I was wondering if they have more cushion than Stride or Rise. And in this case, I think it's almost the same, if not the same. You know, I really had trouble to remember if they have more or not than these ones. So by now I'm waiting to get those in my feet at the same time to see if it's true or not, you know, they are exactly the same or not. The comfort is good, the cushion is okay, because I wish they were having more in forefoot, you know, like they have 27 in the back and 17 in front. Those 10 millimeters they are quite something, you know, like it's a difference. The drop is a bit too big for my taste, you know, 10 millimeters is too much in my opinion. So they have good stability, good comfort, okay cushion, longevity. I don't think it will be great in these ones, not even okay in my opinion. I don't like that outsole, but this is how they are. So pros and cons. And finally we have here the comparison with the other two models. I hope you'll enjoy it. Please remember that is half size difference in between the sneakers. The blue ones, they are half size smaller. Something to keep in mind in Adidas Stride is a bit more padding than I wished it was. Checking the forefoot part for cushion, I will say it's about the same. On the heel, I believe they might be a bit softer for Solution, but I'm not fully sure, you know. Because the differences are so small, they are really hard to know which one is a bit better than the other one. They are so similar. In a blind test, I'm sure I will fail completely. I wouldn't know which one is which, to be fair. Because of the price difference, maybe in my head I want to believe that those Supernova Solution are a bit better, but I don't think they are really than Stride. The tongue feels better in Solution than in Stride for my feet. And the last comparison with Supernova Rise, in this case, these two are almost identical, if not the same. I have to remind you that the blue ones are in 41 1/3 or 8 in US, and the other ones are 42 8.5 in US, so half size bigger the Supernova Rise in this case. The space in toe box is exactly the same for all three models. They are all okay for my feet. I have regular width feet. And finally, the reflective materials. Both of them have the same reflective materials, only on the lateral. They don't have in front or back. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Basically, all three they are the same. Do I prefer more one over the other one? Well, what I prefer is Adidas Response. Those are cheaper and better made. That's my choice, you know. If you want to try them, try everything you like. I will end here this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day. Please don't forget to subscribe because that part is so important for me. And please take care of you. See you next time.